As of 2024, I'm going to start prioritizing my health, and I'm going to read my Bible more, and I'm going to try really hard this year, and I want to record it so that I know I can see my progress. Will this be posted on YouTube? I don't know. If this is posted on YouTube and it's on my Christian account about Christian stuff, I didn't post another video about all that stuff because I just forgot, and also was tired, and also was lazy, and was also ... I'm just being real. You're gonna see a really honest documentation of someone just trying to get on track. So yeah, so I'm gonna get ready, and I'm going to probably maybe clean my room and then try and do some Pilates. I don't know. I never work out, and it's so bad, and I'm trying to get back into shape because I'm so unhealthy and I'm so out of shape. Like, I can't even like run without like losing my breath. I threw up the last time I ran. I threw up. It was just running. It's not that big a deal. I can't walk up a flight of stairs without like panting. So I'm trying to get in shape, and I hate that I'm always bloated, and I hate that I can't wear clothes without feeling blech. So I'm not doing this because I feel like I'm the ugliest person alive or anything like that, or like that's not really the reason. I just want to be healthy, and I want to feel good about myself without like crying in front of the mirror, which is just a me problem. I'm gonna get ready. I'll see you in literally 2 seconds. Okay, currently it's 12:38 p.m. Yeah, it's a late morning, but it is the day after New Year's Day. It was a late night for me. Kind of like slept in till like 11:30, and then I made myself some breakfast I'm gonna eat. I brushed my teeth already, and now I'm doing this. And yeah, so my room is pretty messy. I'm not gonna show you the entire room. Over there, really messy. My bed's really messy. My floor is not as bad as it usually is, but it's pretty messy. So I gotta clean that up. And my desk that I'm using right now is pretty messy too. But I'm just gonna do a little get ready with me really quick. Yeah. So basically, the way that I've been feeling in my life right now has been sort of meh, like mid, like meh. I don't really know, like in my spiritual sense, like I just been feeling very but recently I went to a worship night at one of my friends' church, and that really helped me because I have this really bad tendency to have a legalistic approach when it comes to Christianity. And by legalistic approach, I mean like living under the law, and that's not something that we as Christians need to worry about anymore, because when Jesus was on the cross, he said it is finished. So we don't need to worry necessarily about following the law to a T, because, and also Paul talks about how like in Romans 7, how we're never gonna be perfect on this side of heaven. So like until we get sanctified in heaven, like we're not gonna be perfect. And so the way that I was living was like, well, I'm never gonna be perfect, so God freaking hates me. Yeah, every time that I mess up as a Christian, God is disappointed in me more than when I wasn't a Christian or wasn't a child of God, and I was more lukewarm and like not into it. So that doesn't make sense. It's like one of those things where you know it in your brain and it's like common knowledge, but it doesn't really hit you until it hits you. Because I've always known like don't live under the law, and it's done, and like there's no reason to worry about anything and stuff, but still I have been living under the law. Yeah, that's crazy. So then in Romans 7, it talks about how, like what I said, Paul is literally saying, I want to do what is right, and yet I do what is wrong. And then sin lives within me. Basically, search it up. I can probably put some screenshots of verses as I edit this video that show basically what I'm talking about. On top of that, though, I do want to say that the fact that we don't have to be held by the law anymore doesn't necessarily mean that we can just be doing nothing, because part of our spiritual journey is to look more like Jesus, and the way we look more like Jesus is through love, and the commandments were put in place because of love. God loves us, so he gives us these commandments to follow in order to have a better, more impactful life in its fullest. Like, we can live in the moment and then look back and kind of regret a few things we've done because we just did it for the moment. But it's joy. Following the law the best that you can out of love and respect and reverence for God, it's supposed to leave you with this sensation of joy, as opposed to living in the moment brings you temporary happiness. Because joy is more like this peace and hope that we have, and it's a permanent feeling and sensation, whereas happiness is just a chemical reaction in the brain with the dopamine and serotonin and all that jazz. And I guess I just put so much pressure on myself with following the law that I forgot why Jesus died on the cross for me. And I thought that I needed to do it all on my own. But, okay, so basically, in my friend's church, so there's the parents that are the pastors, the lead pastors, and then their oldest son is a pastor as well, and he has a YouTube channel as well, and I think that I linked their channels in my channel thingy thing, and his wife also does some stuff on YouTube as well. But basically, he was praying for me, and we were talking about Romans 7 and talking about all this and that, and God spoke through him to me and was saying things like, you need to stop doing this all on your own. You need to stop worrying about things that, you don't need to worry about. Stop beating yourself up about things like following the law and falling short of the law, and also that I'm in his hands, and that's it. I guess I forgot that Christianity is more about surrendering than it is doing. So one of my film teachers has this little thing about what faith actually is, and usually people say take a leap of faith, or they talk about faith as if it's like an action, something that we have to do, when in reality it's something that we just stop doing. We just stop doing things and we sit on this chair of faith, and it's like sitting in God's hands, doing nothing and just trusting him, and he does it all. And if he needs us to do something, he'll tell us and we just do it. But that comes from sitting in his hands and trusting with faith. So that was really an eye-opener for me. My hair's been brushed. It's not super naughty. I still have to wash it. It's day 3 without washing my hair. Yeah, so now let's do some of this. I need to get new mascara. I've had this mascara for 6 months, which is not ideal, but that's just the way it happens. This ending with me is sticking a little bit longer than I thought because I'm just a yapper. I'm just yapping. But I hope that it means a lot, because it means a lot to me, these things. Okay, so stay tuned for another video talking about anxiety, because I can't do that all in this video. I just started yapping and it's bad. Let me write a reminder so I don't forget. So we just did some of the bronzer, but now we're gonna go in with some blush. So I'm thinking after I finish up with this makeup, I'm gonna change my clothes and I'm going to start cleaning my room, and I can do a little time lapse because that's not only gonna motivate me, but it's kind of fun to watch a time lapse of people cleaning their room. I really like those when they pop up on my feed. Something else that I'm kind of striving to do in this new year is stay off of social media, because the way that the world is getting, it's anxiety inducing. Check out my video about anxiety, because that's just something that I'm going to talk about a lot. But yeah, I'm going to try and get off of social media. I just deleted Instagram again, because I delete Instagram all the time, and then I download it again because I freaking doom scroll until I can't anymore, so that I don't have to think about things, because I have anxiety, and it's annoying to think about things when my brain is always running at the speed of light. It's always thinking, and it's so annoying. I don't get people who don't think. Yes, they exist. If you're like me, they exist. People can just be without think. I don't get it. Please. I wish. But it makes me me. What makes you you are your strengths and your weaknesses. And my strength is my weakness, because I think a lot. So I'm able to be more self-aware and notice things about people, and sometimes my anxious thoughts can actually be correct and I can avoid situations and stuff, but sometimes it's a bit much. What if a tsunami happened right now? I live right next to the water. Who knows? I could just die. But then in situations like that, you just gotta remember, well, if I die, I go to heaven anyways, so it's alright. Okay, basically, the moral of the story for this Get Ready With Me is if you feel like you're not putting in enough, but you're the type of person that kind of takes things to the extremes and always is like this for things, and you always feel like you're never going to put in enough effort, calm down, because you're not the one that needs to be doing stuff in like you do not need to do anything. God is the one that does it all, and through you he'll work. So just listen. When he speaks to you, listen, and that's when you got to do stuff. Okay, be obedient. Don't feel pressure. Don't feel this like immense amount of pressure on yourself to do things all of the time, because you know who didn't go into ministry until he was 30? Jesus. So calm down. He has you in his hands, and you just gotta trust him. So I'll leave you with that. If you are curious about that whole type of thing, I can put some passages in the description for you to read. Super helpful. They've helped me a lot. But the big one I'll give you right now is Romans 6-8, which is basically Paul talking about everything. And he's also the one about, I think he's the one that said faith without works is dead. I think he said that. So, like, it's kind of comforting to hear that Paul is also talking about how it's hard to do a bunch of works and stuff. And it's, like, yeah, super comforting. So, I'd say read that. And also, you'll feel a lot better if you just read your Bible every day. That's a start. I lack in that, but I'm trying. I'm going to try. I'm going to read the Bible after I finish this video. I promise. God, hold me accountable, please. So, yeah. Now watch me clean my room. I was cleaning my room, and then I got really tired, and then I needed to order food because we didn't have enough food in the house to make lunch. So me and my sister ordered some food, so I went to go eat lunch, and then after lunch I decided that I wanted to work on some music. And so my room isn't fully clean, but it's not like super messy like it was before, which is okay. I think that I'm gonna work out now and hopefully read the Bible after, because I still haven't done that. So then I'll probably edit this video and do some other things that I haven't done. So yeah. Also, I have reminders on my closet to read, pray, and praise, which they haven't really done a good job at reminding me, but I'm gonna do it, so. Editing Ella here. I have a lot more energy now because the video you just saw was from yesterday. I cleaned my room today, so it looks a lot better. I did some Pilates, and it hurt like, oh my gosh, it hurt so much. Literally almost died. I made a pizza because we didn't have anything else to eat, and I didn't want to order food, so I ate dinner. And I read my Bible. I read some of the word after. I'm going to read some more tonight. But let me give you what my room looks like right now. It's actually so cozy, and I love it. As you can see, my bed is completely cleared. My desk is not completely cleared, but it's just because I have some stuff that I need to take to the garage that I don't feel like taking to the garage right now. But it's kind of organized. This is organized. I just have some trash bags because all the trash cans are full now. Other than that, though, everything is pretty neat. My nightstand's pretty neat. Over here, it was completely cluttered. Now it's not. This is just some Christmas presents I haven't given out yet. I organized this area. Those are some of my bags. And then this was like stacked with like a bunch of papers. Now it's completely cleared, and I have both my Bibles here. And I have my scrapbook there, CDs and everything. So I'm super happy. Anyways, I will see you guys in another video, hopefully soon. Possibly another Get Ready With Me, or just something about anxiety like I mentioned earlier in the video. Yeah. See you guys.